If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you love my videos, if you hate my videos, the best way to tell me is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, Boosie picks up some extra charges, and 03 Greedo says he recorded 3,000 songs. Plus, NBA YoungBoy shooting a new video. Let's talk hip-hop. Alright, yo, this is a crazy situation, right? Because, alright, so I don't know if y'all remember, but back in April, and I talked about it, that Boosie got arrested, he got pulled over, right? The cops basically said that he was driving reckless, or maybe he changed the lane without signaling, or whatever, right? But when they pulled him over, you know, they decided to search the car. Now, Boosie was in the car with also Antonio Allen, who used to play for the New York Jets, right? And I guess Antonio Allen is like his security guard or whatever, right? So the whole situation is that when the cops pulled Boosie over and Antonio Allen, they searched the car, right? They found a loaded handgun, they found $20,000 of cash, they found a little bit of weed, like less than a gram, and then also like a cartridge, like a vape cartridge with the like a weed oil or whatever, right? And this is crazy, right? So, you know, that was a couple months ago, like what, 5 months ago now, and yo, man, see, this is crazy because he got pulled over in Georgia, right? And they decided to drop the gun charge. Like, the gun charge is dropped completely, right? Now, if that was New York, especially since Boosie's already a felon, he would have at least had to do 5 years in jail for that, right? But here's the even crazier thing now, is that they want to give him felony charges for the little bit of weed that he had because he's in Georgia, right? So if they, again, if this was New York, they would have threw the weed out and been like, yo, you going to jail for the gun. They would have dropped the weed. They would have been like, whatever, you had a little bit of weed on you, whatever, right? But it's backwards in Georgia, right? So they dropped the gun charge, which is huge, and I can't even really believe that because New York doesn't play. If you get caught with a gun on you, you going, right? And they're trying to give him felony charges on the weed charge, but I think that, you know, because it was less than a gram, it wasn't a bunch, it's not like he was trying to distribute or anything like that. I think that they're probably just gonna, he'll be able to pay his way out of that one, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that that's that big of a deal, and thank God they dropped the gun charge, which is crazy, right? You know, even if he gets convicted of it, he'll probably only get probation, right? But I know that Boosie doesn't want to go on probation again because he's been on probation for a very long time, right? And he's off now, but he's been on for a very long time. Or maybe the worst case scenario, give him like a year in jail, which I honestly don't see them giving Boosie a year in jail because he had a little bit of weed on him. So I think that he's going to be able to skate out of this one and just basically pay his way out with good lawyers and all that stuff like that, which is usually what people like this do. But, you know, I'll keep you updated on what happens. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. 03 Greedo, unlike Boosie, had a whole bunch of weed on him, right? Alright, so 03 Greedo, y'all know he's locked up, right? And it's crazy because he's locked up for 20 years, right? He just turned himself in a couple of months ago after he lost trial. And basically, they caught him, he's from California, he's from Grape Street, but they caught him coming back from Juarez, Mexico into El Paso, Texas with like hundreds of pounds of weed, right? And then they arrested him and then they let him go. And then they said, all right, we're going to give you a date to turn yourself in, you get all your affairs together, but you lost your trial, and that's that, you know? So he was like, okay, cool, and that's what he did, right? So 03 Greedo is sitting in jail right now, right? Which is crazy, right? So anyway, he did an interview with Complex, and he basically talked to them about how he had a contingency plan for like his music, right? That he recorded 3,000 songs in a couple of months, like maybe in a 6-month span, right? So he figures like 3,000 songs will amount to 30 albums if you put 100 songs on each album, right? Which nobody puts 100 songs on every album except for maybe if you're like Chris Brown or something like that. So 3,000 songs and 30 albums is a lot of music, right? So much music, in fact, that like there's probably not rappers today that have that much music. Like DMX is a legend. He's been in the game for 20 years and probably doesn't have 3,000 songs that are out. 3,000 recorded songs, maybe, but not 3,000 songs that are out, you know? So that's cool and everything, but my whole thing is that, yo, you know, the sound of music will change a little bit, and I don't know if 03 Greedo's sound will be able to keep up with that, even though you don't want to keep up with what the sound of music is. You want to be innovative and just kind of dictate the sound of music. But then also, you know, 03 Greedo hasn't been out that long before he got locked up, and he wasn't like that popular before he got locked up. So even if he has like a verse that it could feature Lil Uzi Vert, or, you know, the Migos featuring 03 Greedo, you know, like I don't know if these big artists will be jumping to do songs with the 03 Greedo. Like, okay, when Tupac died, he had a bunch of stuff recorded. When Biggie died, he had a bunch of stuff recorded too, and they were able to do like remixes and this and that, and Swiss Beats was on a couple songs, and Twista and everybody like that, because there were people that wanted to work with Biggie and Tupac before they even died, and they never got the opportunity to. So even though they were dead, they're like, fine, I'll do a feature with Biggie or Tupac, even though this is some old music that was never released. For 03 Greedo, I'm not so sure, because he was like on his way to blowing up, right? He didn't blow up yet. I mean, he did blow up, right? Because he had, you know, the mixtape with Travis Barker, and he does have a song with Lil Uzi Vert, and I like 03 Greedo's music, but I just don't know if it will stand the test of time. But I think that it's a good idea for him to do that contingency plan. And also, like, I'm down to listen to all 03 Greedo music, you know what I'm saying, whenever it comes out. I just hope that it's well received by the fans or by hip hop is what I'm saying. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Alright, yo, so this 3-second clip surfaced online on social media with NBA YoungBoy shooting a new music video, right? It doesn't have any sound, so I have no idea what song it's for, but this is fire, right? And this is exactly what I want to see. And I knew it. Like, I'm like, okay, cool, right? They let him out like 2 days ago, right? He got a cool mustache, right? And now he's like shooting a music video already, right? It's kind of blurry. You can't even really see what he's doing, but he looks like he's sitting down. And this is what I'm saying, right? So NBA YoungBoy had to do a couple of months for a probation violation, but they let him out of jail. He did like 3 months, right? And thank God the judge was pretty lenient with him and was like, fine, we'll let you back out because we know you're not out here wilding, but you will be on house arrest for the next 14 months, right? So a year and 2 months he'll be on house arrest, and I kind of even think that might be a good thing too, though, because then it'll give NBA YoungBoy an opportunity to kind of just sit down and really like get himself and his stuff in order, right? And in the meantime, he's sitting at home. He's still a famous rapper, so he still can make money, right? And I'm sure that they'll probably let him do a couple of local shows too, right? So it looks like he might be even in his crib or wherever, and he's under house arrest, but he's making a music video, which is dope, right? He has a studio in the crib too, so you know new NBA YoungBoy music is coming out, and I think that right now, the best NBA YoungBoy music is about to come out for real, and I think that this is gonna take him to the next level, believe it or not. But let me know what y'all think about this and everything else in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell and follow me at Jonny Fastlane on Instagram, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.